Hey guys, Night Ops here, and we are back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing the Old World Blues mod pack. We're actually playing with a lot of mods. I currently have the collection down in the video description. It'll bring you to a Steam collection page that I put together. The load order that I loaded, or that I have them loaded in, is top to bottom from the how the collection page is set up. So that is actually the load order I have them in. I didn't really set most of them in a certain way other than the overall map mods, because those were like really the only ones that had that's like, hey, you need to set this in this order. But everything works for me the way that I have it set up currently. So, and that's how the collection is set up from top to bottom. So yeah, that's currently in there. If you guys are new here, consider liking, subscribing, and or commenting on the video. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and just helps us grow as a whole. I was actually really surprised by how well the first episode did of this. Since I haven't really done Hoi 4 content before on this channel, I was expecting it to kind of grow, like the video to kind of grow slower in views, but in the span of like 17 hours, it got over 1,000 views. I think it's like 1.2, 1.3 thousand or something like that, which is absolutely crazy. The turnout for that for that Hoi 4 video turned out way better than I thought, so I do want to thank you guys for that. We're currently on track for our 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're currently over 9,100. I think we're almost at 9,200 now. But yeah, let's just kind of get this started. My goal for this episode, because I'm kind of wanting to separate episodes into goals. Last episode, my goal was to pretty much get the reformers into power. Because that kind of started like, that's kind of like the early, like the goal that was for us what to do to kind of get everything fully set up. And now I really want to deal with a lot of the people around us and to take over a lot of these guys to expand, because I could take over the NCR here kind of easily through national focuses. If I could get Hayes into power, we can go down to the red, white, and blue banners and annex the NCR. The only issue with annexing the NCR is Caesar's Legion. When I did my test game, I went that route. And then I stopped there, but I noticed when I stopped there that when I went to decisions, since the NCR was technically gone, the Caesars, that was like 120 days, and it was like Caesar's Legion, like March again or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Awesome. So it's like, I don't know if I want to, okay. I say I don't know if I want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the people around me, and this way it can kind of help me build up before I go that route. But we will need to deal with the NCR still, like hiding from the NCR and stuff. One of the only issues is we have negative 188 PP from one of the decisions there, so that does suck. Let's kind of get this started a little bit. Man, think about taking superior. Oh, hello. Facilities of the Wasteland. Oh, okay, so this is the scrapping thing. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna send them out to start finding facilities here. So into the Blizzard. God, we have a lot of options here. I think one of these goes before the other, if I remember right. Okay, now that our political situation is now calm, so we do have the reformers now, we can start to look to other areas than just the purists. One of these things are to read reports that recently started to come from the state of Washington. Apparently, there is a Brotherhood chapter in the region, and by some reason, they seem to have powerful vertibird weaponry and even power armor technology. Well, this isn't our problem for now. And I love how it says, "Are you sure?" Question mark. Are you sure, brother? Into the Blizzard. While most of the remaining purists were either executed, but we didn't though. We brought them in. They're reformed into us. Had accidents or simply packed up and disappeared while they still had the chance. One particularly numerous group appropriated a few vertibirds and headed north far beyond our radar coverage. One can only guess why they would choose such a bizarre direction. Is this like the, oh god, are they going to join that Brotherhood group up there? Brother. The anti-integration faction. So the purists are no more, but that does not mean every member of the reformer faction is an unconditional lover of Wastelanders. Many hold the opinion that while they are certainly no purists, the Wastelanders should be kept at a safe arm's length. from the pure stock humans of the Enclave. For them, there can be no integration, only the ruling of one class by their genetic betters. Many ex-purists and reformer moderates have gone over to this new faction in our government. How should we approach this new divide? The elites party will now be called the anti-integration party. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So we lose 10% stability. They gain 15% elites. Refuse to acknowledge this new faction as anything but purists with extra steps. A valuable point of view. So dang, they get 25% and we gain 5. No, I'm gonna take the hit to my stability. We have 96% stability. We could take a 10% hit. And that's only like they don't gain as much. So we're definitely gonna do that. Question here is, I want to take superior firepower because that does give us good breakthrough, soft attack, and hard attack. But at the same time, it's like I do want to change out some of my units. We might do that a little bit later. I'm also thinking about putting haze in power and then not annexing. Because I think with haze and power, there's a lot less that... Like, the NCR has a bit less of a threat against us. Okay, something I need to look at, too. Because we are using the Wasteland scrap rework. So it's not just, like, through these PP stuff up here, where we just, like, you know, do this, and then it just goes through. We have, like, actual, I guess, prospectors here. And then you can actually form different teams based on equipment and money that you have. So I really don't want to waste power armor on that. I didn't know we had some motorized in stock. Let's look at our logistics real quick. Oh, we have bicycles. That's right. I forgot bicycles is considered motorcycles or motorized. Wait, I think these are already going through their first steps. I think I do have to wait on these before. Yeah. So they're counting down already. Okay, so I have to wait on that. So we have explosive vents. Research, because I do want to change out some of the power armor I have to try to make it a little bit stronger. So this is defense. Breakthrough is ultimately kind of what I'm looking for on the power armor. Because we did go explosive vents, which gives 20% breakthrough. Now the question is, do we have multiple slots on our power armor? Like, can we put this and explosive vents on there, or can we only choose like one or the other? Let's see what we have here. So we have our XO1 power armor here. Okay, so that's just the helmet. Okay, so we have explosive vents. Okay, so it looks like we can stack these too. So dang, dude, we can get some good breakthrough though then on this. That's actually would be kind of nice. So let's do this. We're actually going to go with... No, it was kinetic events. Yeah, so we can get the defense and the breakthrough. We're not going to spend our hard-earned army experience right now. Are we gaining any daily? Okay, so we're gaining 0.05 daily from military drift. So daily change is actually 0.02. So we're gaining... That's not a lot at all. Oh my god, that is way less than I thought it was. Okay, let's continue this. Who do I want to deal with first once we get rally? Because I think... Well, why was I going rally the military? Oh, okay, yeah, because I was going to get the technologies and stuff, and then we can get, like, Enclave scientists, which gives us another 10%, and then the plus 0.10 intellectual support. That's right, that's why I was going this way. After that, we need to start building up Reno here. So that way we can grab the new capital, and then with the new capital, we can actually go towards the American Dream. And then with the American Dream, we can start doing some NCR-based stuff. But like I said, we're going to kind of hold off on that. Something, if you guys are playing this playthrough, I'm going to tell you this now. If you do crack the code, and then this incident here, this will be named different depending on who's in power. But it affects Lost Hill. This will cause a war between NCR and Lost Hill. The Lost Hill will usually lose pretty easily. I have if you're playing with my collection, I have a mod in there that kind of buffs the Brotherhood, where... Actually, I don't know if it works for the Lost Hill, because technically... So if you're a Brotherhood faction, technically the Lost Hill would give you some Paladins if you get attacked. And usually you can only have those Paladins for like up to a year, from what I was reading in the comments. And then the Lost Hills will take them back. The mod that I have in the collection makes it to where they don't take them back, I think, until the war is over or until they get attacked themselves. I'm not sure if that mod would spawn paladins, like extra paladins for Lost Hill themselves. But if the NCR beats Lost Hill, the NCR will get power armor technology. That's how this is like one of the easier ways for the NCR to get power armor technology. If you do this, you are giving them power armor technology. I'm gonna tell you guys that now. I did that during my test game. I made the mistake of it. And then they started pumping out power armor. Do not be me. I'm telling you that now. I mean, this is your warning. Oh my god. Okay, we need disposable rocket launchers because we're actually not making power armor. That's right, because currently to make power armor, I'll probably make some once we get a few more factories, but it's gonna be very slow because we need advanced components. The advanced components on that's gonna hurt. But the anti-tank rifles you really want, because the NCR, if they do come for you, they will have tanks. It'll give you a little option. You can either make it easy with them having like 10 tank units, or hard and they'll have like 50 tank units. Yeah. We're gonna take Train the Loyalists early, just so we can get the research in this, and then we'll get these extra research bonuses. All that technology from cracking open the vaults. Who are we going to attack first? Because I'm gonna posture on their border. So break the tribe. Oh, what is this? So the Enclave defectors actually went to the Legion. Okay. Although we took power with a promise to not purge our political enemies, like most politicians, we've fallen short of our promise. While some purists fled east to Chicago or Raven Rock, some Enclave loyalists who like Wastelander Americans personally, but doubt our cause, have sold their services to the Legion. The bastards took some suits of power armor, plasma guns, and our last supply of FEV on their way out. Apparently, Caesar intends to use them to bring the torch of knowledge to the Wastes in a rather literal fashion. Wait, why did they take the FEV? So Caesar gets Enclave advisors, which grants infantry bonuses. Ouch. Those are kind of some strong bonuses. Like if he already has a bunch of other bonuses, that definitely kind of looks like that's gonna hurt. Not me, at least right now, but the NCR. I'm surprised the NCR hasn't taken out the Rapids yet. In my other game, they took them out quick. Oh wait, they're doing tribal unification? Okay, so no, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be like to unify the tribes, like to take them out. Since we have insiders in there, we actually can see a decent amount of stuff too. Okay, so we got some more boys produced here. Let me go through and not produce more at the moment, so that we can keep some of our... Oh, we actually have a lot more manpower than I thought we did. I'm just gonna let it ride for a second. These guys, I know I don't have any power armor stockpile at the moment. Yeah. So it'd be kind of dumb to do that. I could add some basic infantry here to kind of help them out, though. To kind of fill their ranks. They do lose speed. That is kind of rough. I really don't want to do that. The good fight falters. Word is out there that many members of Lion's Brotherhood of Steel have deserted their cause to pursue different goals. This has left the Brotherhood forces fighting super mutants all across DC desperately low on manpower and equipment as their mutant killing efforts falter. The mutant present across the capital Wasteland is growing at an alarming rate. Yeah, because in DC, I think there's like a massive issue with super mutants, more than like the rest of the United States. I think DC is like the worst, which I guess makes sense. I feel like there'd be probably more nuke hits across the East Coast. Since, you know, like the capital's there and stuff like that. Okay, so we got that done. What do we need for the Sierra Depot? So one of the following must be true. So purity, Home of is Nevada, so we have to do the American Dream for that also. Okay. Makes a sense. So dynamite, flamers, heavy weaponry, heavy RCW, light machine gun. Yeah, we're gonna do this because we are making some squad based weapons already, so that'll kind of help us out there. I'm just gonna posture on the Viper's borders. Why not? We'll just hang out here for a second. I also need some like motorized. Oh, we're back up on PP. Luckily, let's go. I did not realize. Oh, I think we got PP from some of the national focuses, I do believe. So yeah, we're about to get some of this research. Oh, dang. Okay, plus 20% piercing, plus 10% heart attack. We're gonna need that. 250 days though does hurt. That's the one thing. Some of the research in this is kind of rough for the time it takes. But the national focuses are super quick. Let's go with... This will give us a minus 1% on our factories. Which we have like no more room past the mills that we're making. We kind of need the mills more right now. Some wars going on. 215th is down here, right? Yeah. Dude, the 215th is just getting ate up by... There's like just massive fighting in this area below us right here. There's a lot of fighting. Huh. Oh, the Seattle detachment. Wait a minute. Release the Lions is not worth the risk. So let's see what we got here. Even after several weeks, the reports from the Northwest continued to flock into the Enclave main comm. The reports are so disturbing that even the most hardliner purists would get scared. But there isn't much we can do for now since we are hundreds of miles away from the Northwest Commonwealth. So we'll likely have to deal with this later, but for some within the ranks of the Enclave, the distance doesn't matter at all. Since we started to receive the reports, Dr. Anderson, together with Rebecca Whitehall and her entire company, are really upset about this. LOS is really upset about this, specifically Anderson. He says that it's absurd for the Brotherhood to do what they are doing in the territory in the named after George Washington. Whitehall proposed that we should send an detachment to Seattle to discover what's happening in the state, at least hold the Washington Brotherhood while we reclaim the Southwest. Anderson, a few ex-Purist scientists and ex-Purist military officers support Whitehall's proposal. While the idea of reclaiming Washington sounds wonderful, we know very little about the horrors in Seattle, or what the horrors in Seattle has for us, and the strength of the Brotherhood is also a mystery. But it also presents great potential for us to reclaim an important American territory and even be able to make contact with more remnants and Enclave units across America. As Granite looked at his desk, he came to a decision. It was that the Enclave will always fight for liberty. Release the Lions. So there's a Seattle detachment that pops out. It's not worth the risk. Hey, uncool. Let's see. So they'll be up here. So yeah, here's the Washington Brotherhood. Brother. With the Immortal here. Which the Immortal is very bloodthirsty. As you can see, the AI modifier focuses on offense plus 60%. Which kind of makes me laugh that it's the Brotherhood and they're using like some crazy like armor and stuff. They kind of remind me of Dark Elves from Warhammer Fantasy. That's legit what they kind of remind me of. Or like, God, I can't remember which Chaos group it is that kind of looks like that too. I don't think it's Slanesh. But yeah, so they'll pop up over here. I'd say do it. So let's see. We have the Washington Remnants. Load order of battle file. Okay, so that's just that. So auxiliaries. Oh, and they pop up here in Fort Lewis. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. And yeah, so it's a Joint Military Council Seattle detachment. Now, watch these guys turn against us. And it was like a whole ploy from the, God, what's it called? From the ex-Purists. Oh, wait, so support from the president. Seattle is but a fraction of Sierra Enclave's power. but serves a vital role as the northern outpost of the United States. The detachment's administration can always get more support, assuming they act in the best interest of the president. Oh, so do they get options to do stuff, and then if they like stay with me, that they get God, what's what I'm looking for? Bonuses and stuff. Kind of like how the MacArthur group is, because I've played the MacArthur group like years ago. So the first soldier's there, say military origins. Okay, so it's like just another like offshoot of the Enclave. I wonder if you can play these guys. I feel like that would be super cool, but there's actually not a lot here. They don't get a lot of stuff unless it changes after a little bit. So yeah, like a shipment from Sierra. Oh, so it changes them into intellectuals and stuff too. Okay, I like that. That's cool. That's actually really cool. When you guys brought up in the comments about how like a lot of games, like a lot of the major overhaul mods and stuff, like they're just crazy, and they have like some of them even have like more content or like better polish than even some base games are. And I do have to say that, dude. One thing I love about modding games is just seeing the work that the community puts in. Like a lot of communities for like modding scenes will absolutely keep games alive. We're gonna take open the depots now, and this will get us a lot more research. It's one of the reasons why I tried not to take a lot of that early research, because we can get a lot of research here. Actually, do I want to go light machine guns or Gatling lasers? Because let's see, this is defense, so hard attack is 11, soft attack is 7.5, soft attack is 12, hard attack is 5.5. Outside of tanks and a bit of motorized in the NCR, we aren't going to be fighting much armor for a minute, I want to say. And even like the motorized for the NCR is motorcyclists. So maybe we focus on a little bit of light attack right now, I want to say. Let's go with the nitrous in there. Try to get a lot more manpower. What's our guns looking like? Okay, we have a decent amount more guns. We have about 800 guns. Let's train up some more auxiliaries. I need to start training some Spec Ops armor units too to try to get that up. But yeah, let's try to get some more auxiliaries here. And then I kind of want to change this auxiliary and add in... Do I add in the anti-tank early, or do I wait to add in the anti-tank? I'll do fire teams right now and then wait on that. And then, because we should have enough... Yeah, I would say we should have enough for that. And then our rapid response group here... I need to change the rapid response group to the PA infantry. And let's add fire teams into them too. But we need more power armor in stock before we can do that. She looks pretty good for 500. America's 500th birthday is approaching, and some would say she's showing her age. The land is scoured by mutants and raiders. In the Enclave, America's last great hope is a shadow of its former self. But to Douglas Granite, this is just a cause to redouble his efforts. Americans, he declares on the radio, have never bowed to a despot and never will. Things may look bleak now, but America will survive for the next 500 years and well beyond that, because the Enclave will always fight for a better world. Americans will always fight for freedom. Let's get that extra legitimacy there. We need that legitimacy. Decent amount of soft attack on this motorized infantry. And technically, these are just bicycle guys. It's funny, though, because they're actually slower than our power armor. But I guess if you've ever looked at how fast dudes can run in a suit of power armor, it's actually kind of crazy. They can absolutely be trucking. Oh yeah, we need to send spies out to the NCR, because we can actually reroute Crimson caravans, and we'll never get that option again for there, which is nice. Do we get an option here that doesn't really hurt us? The weekly war support kind of hurts, but we're sitting at 100% war support, so we might not have many issues with that going into the future. So I could spend some of that war support to get more in terms of like just research done. I needed more supplies and stuff. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we got all of this research done and tech done here. Okay, well, how much power do the elites have over us right now? So we're currently sitting at 90%. Because I'm thinking about going down this a little bit to get extra units and extra power armor. But I do need to go down this also. Because these are 20 days. This is also 20 days. You know, let's do this. We'll take some of these real quick. Man, I need like mills and stuff badly. But you are actually getting some mills in this. I'm going to lower this by 1. And then let's lower... I want to keep the 4 in common weaponry. God, there's really nothing I can get rid of. Because I want to keep the caravan stuff going. This is rough. How long? Okay, so we're getting there on the next mill. Oh my god. Somebody out here ringing the dinner bell, apparently. What is going on in Cuba right now? Because Carlos Cuba... Oh god, we have this down here. The chicken itza. That's kind of funny. A lot going on in Cuba. Department of Farming. Department of Okay, yeah. Oh, the MacArthur detachment's actually at war, too. Oh, they're at war on both sides. They might... Oh, never mind. I was about to say they might lose that, but I don't know. Because these guys are also getting eaten up. But it also depends on if Middlemark... Okay, so Middlemark's not at war against MacArthur, too. Oh. Scientific reforms are successful. God bless the... Okay, so the reforms established with the scientists took a while to take effect, but the results were significant. They now pledge their support to Douglas Granite entirely with the scientific support. We no longer need to devote as many resources to them. The scientists are ready for the upcoming advances that the new structures allow, along with higher flexibility. There is no doubt that we will be able to achieve much higher levels of technology from this point on. Advancements in technology are already being achieved. We will be able to maintain our technological supremacy. The future of the Enclave is looking positive. Hopeful. So we have inspiring, so removes concessions. And then modify it by giving us more research. Remove concessions. Okay, they're both exactly the same. I'm going to say God bless the Enclave. So that's nice. So the scientists are fully on our side now. Let's do this. We'll... Actually, no. I need to look at spending PP on more of this stuff here. Let's tank and vertibird. This would actually be kind of nice, mostly because organization loss is a lot better. But entrenchment speed, the encirclement penalty would be nice, but that if we're getting encircled, there's an issue. Like, yeah, if we're getting encircled, there's definitely an issue. I need to wait until we get the American Dream for that stuff. Council. Okay, let me actually keep this playing out. Let me not have it just pause while I'm looking through these. So, improvements. Okay, so we have that done. We got Brahmin carts. Patrol the streets. And then let's go here. Let's change out the Brahmin for Brahmin carts. And then we have these flamethrowers now, which also give a decent amount of soft attack. Now, with the flamethrowers, is it like a unit that we can add in? Like, can we add a flamethrower unit? Or is that like demolitions or fire team? Where that goes. That's demolition equipment. Combined arms. That's kind of cool sounding. What would the combined arm be? Fire team, demolition, anti-tank. That is awesome. Okay. So the combined arms is literally a combined arms unit. That is awesome. It lowers organization, though, is the issue. So you can have like some of these possibly with your other stuff, but that is super cool because as you can see, those stats across the board kind of go up a little bit there. Okay, I like that. So instead of having like a dedicated demolitions or like dedicated other stuff, you can just have a combined arms unit and it uses like a little bit of everything. That's actually cool. I like that a lot. But okay, yeah, it looks like the flamethrower, I think, is considered a... I don't know now. My brain hurts. Motorcycles or scrap truck? So this is a scrap truck, motorcycle. Oh, you guys can kind of hold off for a second, please. I'm looking at something here. So speed is 9 kilometers, speed is 7 kilometers. So we could do some breakthroughs here and there, possibly with motorcycles, get some surrounds. But I don't think their defense and stuff is... Yeah, they don't have as much defense and hardness. So 7 to 8.5 here on the trucks. We could go motorcycles and then the buses for our like full-on kind of like mechanized in quotation. But the cars are good too, but they also don't have that much hardness. But honestly, having just like a few motorcycles where if we break a line, we can just send them in and snake would help us a lot. So we're going to do that. We're going to go salvage motorcycles. So Vancraft requests loans. Vangraff reached out to us in a time of need. Sales have been slow. Business is lacking. They'd like to request some support of a loan to help keep their production lines available. It may be an enticing option in case we are ever in need of their wares. 150K? Bro, a gift. There's a chance they could default on their loan. Oh my god. Where can I see that at, actually? Is that this? Current opinion. So I'm guessing if our opinion gets too bad, maybe we just can't trade with them. I haven't spent any money on any equipment, which... Does anybody sell... I highly doubt it. I was like, does anybody sell power armor? They do not sell power armor. That's kind of cool, though, because we could buy some of these nice trucks just to fill up some early units. Huh. That's a lot of money. Let's see if they default on their loan. We'll take the chance. We'll take the chance. It just sucks because a lot of that money was going to go into making New Reno better. Development-wise. I was trying to save up to the 200K for that. Because I think one of these lets us do that. Which is nice. Ooh, I definitely need to go down these too. So we're probably going to do the shared dream first, just so I can get the extra civs and infrastructure. Because those are actually a lot. That looks really good. Okay, so we're back up on PP a little bit. I need to go down here. Okay, so our spies haven't reached yet. That's what I was looking for, was the spies stuff. So once the spies get there, we can do that. So patrol the streets. So the Enclave and you. Hello, citizens of New Reno. This is Douglas Granite. By now, you've seen the New Reno police patrolling your city streets, courtesy of the Enclave. However, it seems that the denizens that prowl your streets and wish to see a return to the crime and destruction of old think they can gain an advantage over law and order. Well, to that, I say, bring it on. Starting today, members of our brave military will be assisting the New Reno police in patrolling the streets. Now, don't worry. I know what you're thinking. I won't be declaring martial law. We created the New Reno police to remove that. Instead, the army will be an augment to the police, protecting high-value areas, allowing police to put greater manpower in the streets to keep you safe at night. When you see our brave men and women in power armor, be sure to thank them. Salute them, maybe. They, like all of us, are trying to make the Wasteland a better place to live, and remember, the Enclave wants you to rebuild New Reno. Nice. Oh, man. Okay, we got that done. Let's do this. And let's see what research we have. Dude, a lot of this is going pretty secret. Wait, what? Jesus, okay, I didn't realize we had all this already done. Oh, I guess because, you know, we come from the old days. Oh, urbanization gives us +1 factory in all of our areas. That's actually sweet. Like I said, we're going to go a shared dream here. Oh, these are only 7 days apiece? That is not bad. Okay, that's actually really nice. Well, so the New California Republic has defeated the Divide. I didn't even know they were at war down here with the Divide. Where was the Divide? Was somewhere around here, right? It was here, yeah, because it was next to New Vegas. Okay, so shared dream. So dealing with rights. Some say the Wright family has spent the last few decades building with one hand and destroying with the other. But compared to the other families, this makes them almost redeemable. Mr. Wright's vision of a more peaceful and stable New Reno is not entirely incompatible with our own. So allow him to go legit. Unlocks as a political advisor, Christopher Wright. Ooh, that's not bad. This is no place for his kind here. Ah, dude, I get 3 free arms factory and PP. Is that okay? That's not the first bricks. This is like a thing that's separate from these, right? Man, that plus oh, that's infrastructure. Civilian factories. No, let's go for the arms factory. Oh, we need to complete a new capital for this? Ah, dude, that sucks. Okay. That saddens me. And I think we have to do all 3 of these for this. The bishops. I think the Salvatoris were the ones that we worked with, right? I don't remember. Let's do old allies next. But we got some more arms factories off that, which I'm going to try to produce as much power armor as I can, even though we have no advanced components. The fall of the Twin Mothers. The Twin Mothers tribe has been inflicted a catastrophic loss by the Bloody Hands. Okay, so it's just a tribe fighting a tribe. That's not anything major. Ooh, tracking dogs. Yep, we get some production efficiency base, and dockyard output. Oh, New Reno can be upgraded to level 8. Oh, let's go. Okay, let's promote the node. That is sweet. Okay, so old allies. Dealing with the Salvatoris. With Salvatoris have been useful to the Enclave in the past, dealing with us in order to expand their own influence in New Reno. Perhaps they can be useful once again. A puppet ruling New Reno in our the words are hard. In our name could help make the situation in the city less suspicious to any outside observers. Mr. Salvatori's old smuggling connections may also prove a valuable resource to us should we decide to keep him alive. He can rule as a puppet, which we lose legitimacy. We rule in New Reno now, and he can live under house arrest. Huh. We rule New Reno now. I feel like that's going to give us... We're going to have some issues there. We're going to have another case of people leaving and giving bonuses to our enemies. So what does the internal database do? So it gives us 1% initiative. Honestly, is 1% initiative a lot? I know initiative's good to have. So the higher the initiative a unit has, the quicker it can reinforce into battle, and the quicker it gets its planning done. Also multiplies any coordination modifiers you may have. I just don't know if one initiative's good or not. If anything, I might just get it to throw on our armor, because it does add a little bit of armor, a little bit of defense, like a tiny bit. I'll get it. Why not? It's kind of crazy, because we're upgrading to 8, and it says we can already upgrade. Oh, no, it's just saying can level up to 8. Okay, yeah, so that's finished. So excellent. I thought it was saying we could upgrade again. Wait, it's already at 92.5%? Jesus. Is it because we're taking these focuses that is technically upgrading New Reno? As you can see, the picture changes too, which I love that aspect as you upgrade it. Okay, so checkmate. Dealing with bishops. The bishops may have been the most powerful family in New Reno. Mr. Bishop himself is a dangerous man for many reasons, one of which are his numerous political connections in the NCR. Oh, God. The crime lords, gangsters were loyal enough to face down the other families, but the sight of XO1 power armor sent them scattered. Dude, I'd run too. He has retreated to his mansion, accompanied by his closest and most loyal, surrounded by our forces and trapped. So focus on capturing their assets. 200k bottle caps. Focus on apprehending him. I feel like this is going to bite me, especially with the NCR. I don't think it'll cause the NCR to come after me. It'll probably do something with spies. So let's do this real quick. Capture their assets. I need that money. I need those caps. Ah, dude, he's gonna get away. I feel it. So those of New Reno. Dude, these are actually a lot short. I was expecting them all to be like 20 days. These are actually all 7 days. That's actually really nice. That means we can get through this so much faster. Yep. Bishop escapes to the NCR. It appears that Mr. Bishop has slipped through our fingers, boarding a secret vertibird for the NCR. His location is currently unclear. We must consider the possibility that he may attempt to pull strings in the New California Republic to turn the bear's attention to us as a means of getting revenge. They won't believe him. Suspicion will go up by 25. Let's not leave loose ends untied. So you'll have 200 days to assassinate Mr. Bishop. Okay, yes. So I was right. So that is... Does that... Like, let's hide activities. I don't see it here now, though. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. So how do I get the option to do it, though? Because I see this here, but that's about it. Or do we just straight up assassinate him at some point? Those of New Reno. The people in charge of New Reno are one thing. The citizens of New Reno are another. While some are common folks living in a tough town, the vast bulk are mercenaries, crime enforcers, and petty criminals. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. While they would dare not face us directly, they know the streets, and they can easily discover our patrol routes. There's a reason even the NCR had trouble trying to reign in New Reno. But we're not the NCR, we're the Enclave. A few of our more bleeding hearts have suggested rebuilding infrastructure and providing goods and services in lieu of patrols. More traditional thinkers, however, know that to enforce the law in a lawless town, all that's needed are a few dead bodies buried in Golgotha to remind wayward New Reno denizens they need to mine their Uncle Sam. We are from the government, and we're here to help. As president, I am the law. The 150k caps kind of sound nice, but that 5% legitimacy also sounds nice. Especially since we're going to be gaining a lot more territories here in a bit. We're going to go with legitimacy. Man. Okay, how do I assassinate? Oh. That was easy. I guess because we already had spies there. The assassination of Mr. Bishop. Mr. Bishop, once the top dog in New Reno, died today after his safe house was attacked by a team of Enclave operatives posing as old henchmen. After they took over his city, Mr. Bishop spent his days attempting to bring the Enclave's return to light, always treading carefully to avoid his own identity and location from becoming public knowledge. In the end, this only delayed the inevitable. Excellent news. Okay, so that's great. See, it turned out for the best. I was honestly not expecting him to get assassinated that quickly. Legit, my man's plane lands and he just gets stabbed. Gets stabbed in the airport. Okay, and then the new capital. So it'll remove the old and unexperienced. And then remove protected by the Sierra Army Depot. Oh, man. That's actually nice, though. Add empty pockets, which grants minus 20% recruitable population, 45% cap expense. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot, dude. Oh, my God. But we got to take it. Yeah, we have to. If I want to reach some of my goals, man, we got to go about it. Okay, how much power does the elites... Oh. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Because we're fully intellectual right now. I can afford to... Dude, there's nothing out here. Jesus. If I build some infrastructure here, can I build some factories there? Let's actually get some infrastructure built up a little bit. In some of these areas. Especially over here, because I think we are taking hits to our supply over here. So let's do something like that. We got some more mills. Do I put some more in support equipment? No, let's do straight up 5 in guns. There we go. I need to start making some biplanes too. We have so much stuff we can produce. We just don't have the stuff to produce it. Is the thing. We don't have the crap we need. First Atlas. So division attrition's up, but we get higher multiplier and lower training time. We're not really training any special forces right now, so we don't really need that, I guess. Fuel. Political power gain is nice. Improve relations options. Construction. We lose some passive income, though. Monthly population, stability, war support, research speed. Dang, okay. That's the reformed scientist. Cultural affairs. Civilian factory built up. 15% PP. Training time. Yeah, this is one of the guys I was needing, was to put him in power. What else could we use that could help us a little bit? People support? Wait, what's people support? What group is now called people support? We don't have anybody by people support. No, what's the people? Oh, okay, party ideology people. So the neutral personnel is people. They is people. Okay, let's save up the rest of my PP because I'm gonna have some options. I think once we go about our other stuff with this down here. Because I think once we do this and then we do this, soldier caught out of uniform. During one of his dreaded surprise inspections, Sergeant Dornan caught a private out of his standard issue power armor. The soldier cited maintenance, but no such request was filed, and he lied about it. He lied about it. Oh my God. Being prior military myself, if you get caught doing something, do not lie about it. If you get caught lying, you are way worse off than just going by your ethos. Stand by your integrity. Do not lie. Dornan wasted no time in demanding 1,000 push-ups as you happened by. Yep. So cut the boy some slack. Let the sergeant do his job. Let the sergeant do his job. Do not undercut your your NCOs and stuff. Like if you're a higher NCO or even a commissioned officer, do not chop the legs out of your lower commissioned officers, man. That's just not a good idea. Control station Enclave, presidential rig. Designated control station Enclave, the presidential rig, had been the crown jewel of the pre-war U.S. government, the last major large-scale underseas oil deposits available. While it had been built in 2072, its sister platform, PR-001, had been built 20 years prior, built unwittingly over an underwater mesa. The platform failed to actually reach the oil deposit, giving a false negative to Poseidon Energy and the world when Control Station Enclave was being prepared to serve as our command and control station. The underwater mesa beneath PR-001 was designated an ideal location for a large vault complex to house a sizable civilian population of prime genetic stock, safeguarded from the radiation of nuclear war. Designed Reserve Station Enclave PR-001, the vault complex named New Washington by the families who made up most of the residents. The vault has been designed to have space for 30,000 residents, but only 14,512 were present when the Great War occurred. While life was highly regimented, largely symbolic institutions like the House of Representatives or Senate to continue to advise, though the president and military remained the sole decision makers. Yet most oppositions or concern within the Enclave was non-existent for the better part of 2 centuries. That is, until a nuclear explosion on the nearby PR-002 wiped out the rig above, cutting off from the outside world. At least we were a few miles away 50 people. Jesus. So I guess it's the second one then? Or is that different? I am so confused. Because I thought one of these gave us more people. Maybe because we did it so late. I swear we would get units from that. But I'm guessing I might be wrong. I did do... Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, I was like, I did do new capital, right? Which I did. For 30, that's actually kind of nice. That production efficiency growth, you could trade like the output for a little bit for a lot of growth. That is actually pretty sweet. New Reno can be upgraded to level 9 now. Nice. Okay, justify war goal time on us. That might actually be kind of nice to have a little bit. Production efficiency retention base. So we get a little bit more base, a little bit more retention. We lose 2% consumer factories. Let's go with resource efficiency gain a little bit, maybe. Ooh, we lose some stability on that. But the extra manpower is super nice from this. We're going to do it. Yeah, I know. But the nice thing is once we finish the new capital and stuff, and I think we do the American Dream. Oh, okay, let me do this real quick. Oh my god, okay. The Wastelanders. With the city of New Reno now fully under our control, we are now governing over a significant amount of Wastelanders. Since we cannot install Enclave members to every single position of influence in the city, some Wastelanders have begun exercising the amount of power within our borders. I suppose this was inevitable, so we lose some war support. The People Party will now be called the Wastelanders. Not on my watch, they don't. And many low-level administrative positions in the city are either scrapped or filled by members of the Enclave. We lose some legitimacy. They still gain 5%. We should encourage this. We gain some legitimacy. 15%. Honestly, it's only 5% more than this, and I gain a little bit of legitimacy. We're going to do that. New Reno slaves. Oh, dude. There's a slave market. During the liberation of New Reno, we've come across a large population of slaves, triggering off a debate as to whether we should allow the practice of slavery in the United States, although there are those who say slavery is un-American. Other points out that a captive workforce could be born, or could be a boon, not born, to our economy, and has historical precedent. As in compromise, we could adopt Vault City servitude system, providing food, protection, and medical care in exchange for involuntary servitude. But others say that seems like slavery with extra steps. So slavery, a boon to our economy. We lose 5 legitimacy. Vault City servitude is reasonable, which we get added indentured servitude. Decent output, we lose some population factor. Add indentured servitude, which grants also... if they wanted slavery, they'd have elected Anderson. We gain some legitimacy. The legitimacy would be nice. That would get us over 30. Because we're about to take over all of this area, which legitimacy would help us with. But the extra output is also great. But I also feel like this might come and hit us later if we take it. Dude, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Because that's technically 10% bonus to factory output. I'm going to take the legitimacy because we're building the United States. I'll be right back. I'm going to pause real quick. I'm changing out the battery in my headset because my headset's beeping at me. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's go with a national focus. We can start doing the first bricks, but I want to start going to war against one of these other guys. Vipers and the Jackals. So I think we're on the border of the Vipers. Yes, the Vipers and the Jackals are here. How strong is the Vipers? That's what I'm wondering. Do I have any kind of intel on them a little bit? They have about 3K, about 4K available manpower. That's not too bad. 16 civs, 7 mils, so that's also not crazy bad. I want to say we could possibly take them out. Okay, so we have a decent amount here. So Venom Guard, 7 infantry, 10 infantry. Okay, yeah, we should be able to stomp these guys. We're going to go for Prepare Expansion. Yeah, our power armor alone should help us straight stomp the Vipers here. Okay, we need to start producing... I'm going to do scrap bicycles a little bit, so that gives us 3. We got a lot of these mills now. Dang, we actually got a decent amount of guns stocked up. Let's put another into anti-tank. We're going to put 5 into the XO1 armor. Let's do 5 on scrap bicycles, because I do want to do some motorized stuff when that time comes. Okay, let me see what... Do I have other options now that we've... Oh, Dr. Henry returns. Dr. Henry is an ex-Enclave medical scientist. Wait, is this the guy that helps you in the beginning of New Vegas? I can't remember now. He used to work with the Enclave Cybergenetic Research Program at the Poseidon Oil Rig at various other Enclave installations. Later, he deserted the Enclave due to a conflict with another scientist. When he received word of the revival of the Enclave, he was skeptical at first, but once news spread of our efforts to become a worthy American government, he has left his clinic in order to rejoin the Enclave and get one more grand accomplishment done. Yeah, isn't that who that is? The old man that kind of like saves your life? Welcome back, Doc. Depot uncovered in NCR territory. Our spies have uncovered a map leading to an abandoned pre-war military depot. It holds a large amount of older power armor suits in working condition. However, this depot is in NCR territory, meaning our efforts may not go unnoticed by the bear. Excavate what we can, cover our tracks instead. 4. Oh, man. It's only scavenged power armor, but still. We're going to do it. We're going to take that 10%. We're going to take that 10 there hit. Chop Shop requests lowered tariffs. 15% for 200 days. We'll do it. We're at 45. I will probably, after this, pop call in favors. Well, it says currently 20. So I'm guessing there's a base amount, but it says it's only 20 at the moment. We'll probably call in favors, though, to get that lowered a bit more. Oh, wait, this reminds me. The Fools and the Dreamers. Americans one and all. Outsider volunteers. So Americans one and all is what we need. And then... Oh, no, that's that one. What was the other one that I saw somewhere? I can't remember now. That's standard wages. Oh, here's the mutant question. So we will have to take this at some point also. Where is Americans one and all? I'm just going to type in one and all to see. Oh, here it is. So Americans one and all. So that's if we expand the definition of human. Okay. Which I'm probably going to end up doing that also. But what's the other option that we have here? Oh, yeah, that's just what I'm looking for right here. Yes, for the extra non-core manpower. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's actually for both of these. That'll help me. So reorganize remnants. So has completed... Okay, so if we complete segregation, we can get this. But we can get the Fools and the Dreamers, too, which is great. Yeah, we're going to go that route. So can I... Do I not have the options yet to invest in New Reno? I'm guessing not. I'm so confused. On my test playthrough, I had it to where I can invest 200 caps or 200,000 caps into New Reno. I thought it was possibly an option that we got from doing this, like going down the New Reno path, but I'm still not seeing it anywhere. So yeah, so the Legacy of Vault 15 is what we're probably going to go here. We're going to take them out. I do want to go the mutant question and then expand. Oh, this is a promise broken? I totally forgot about that. Oh, man. So what happens? So we lose 5% intellectual, we lose PP, we lose stability, we lose gain war support. Add technology taming post-war animals. Okay, honestly, breaking that promise doesn't sound too bad. Um, Especially with some of the bonuses that we get. I feel like, yeah, and this gives power to the elites more. The city lab, Vault City Labs, sophisticated technology. Wait, do we not? Ooh, that's looking kind of better now. Implant access technology. Ooh, do we not get that over here? I don't know now, guys. Fruits of their labor. Dude, what? Why is all that over here? That is nuts. Is it because this is considered purest area? I guess if anything, I could technically go this route and then just take out part of the, like, let it sit for a second. We gain back our legitimate or our percentages, and then just kind of get the bonuses from this. But man, the new knights. Ooh, what? Dude, that is actually crazy. What do we even get from going this route? So what, we just gain like a little bit of legitimacy? God, dude, it's like I could technically, I guess, kind of role play out my area here. Oh, there's Americans one and all. But dude, the technology bonuses on this left side is just nuts. Like, that's just crazy. Like, I kind of feel like the Vault City stuff shouldn't be here for segregation. But maybe we're accepting them into our fold because they are considered, like, pure humans. They're from a vault. But man, that does suck, though. That does kind of suck for us. Was I already taking? Yeah, so national focus. So yeah, Legacy of Vault 15. We're going to start the route of taking out all these guys and just incorporating them into us. So let's see what we have here. We have 1.5k manpower. Oh yeah, I forgot I was still training up some guys here. Which we do have the old sergeant, so we should be better, a little bit better off, because that lowers it by 30%. But I know the indoctrination hurts our training in general. Yeah, we don't have any robot stuff, which really does suck too. Mobile maintenance company, mobile logistics company. We're still researching that. I kind of want to research tanks. We might not be making them right now, but we can at least have some scrap tanks. The followers of the apocalypse. Oh, man. Following their recent establishment in our neighboring rivals, a group of humanitarian pacifists who dubbed themselves followers of the apocalypse have begun trickling into our lands. Their aim is seemingly noble: to provide services to those in need, ranging from medical care to agricultural advice. They care for the parts of society we prefer to forget, or be them homeless or junkies, and are accepting of all that have no one left to turn to. On this front alone, we have no qualms with them. After all, who would refuse free medical supplies? Problems only start to arise when you look closely at our neighbors, where the followers have been established for a while. Support for any sort of war amongst the people of these nations is slipping, as they prefer to stay on their farmsteads and practice their new medicines. There's even some indication that the followers accept, what does it say? Seditious anarchists into their ranks. So this text is a lot smaller for me. I play on a bigger monitor. I play on a 2K monitor, and so like it's just not, it's not good. They have bad eyes. Who are intent on either burning our nation to the ground or seizing power themselves. We may need to keep an eye on them. Therefore, if we decide to tolerate the followers remaining in our land, once established in a nation, the followers appear very difficult to uproot. We must therefore decide swiftly before they have a chance to settle down properly, whether or not we should welcome these followers of the apocalypse and their strange beliefs into our lands. Accepting them will undoubtedly bring benefit, but at what long-term cost? Let them come, they'll only do good. We allow the followers of the apocalypse to settle on our lands without impudence. The followers are a group that will allow us to use special powerful decisions to gain certain benefits. That sounds nice. However, If we are cruel, wicked, and bloodthirsty, they might have demands of their own to make of us. See, the issue is we are going to be going to war a lot to reform the United States. So having them in our country is going to cause issues long term for sure. Because we're going to be fighting a lot, probably, or let's say probably, most definitely, because we are reforming the United States. It would be best to keep these anarchists from our lands. Unlock a series of hostile decisions we can take against the followers of the apocalypse to try to keep them from settling in our lands. We need to subtly discourage the followers of the apocalypse from settling in our land by taking decisions to annoy them. The followers will otherwise establish themselves and be impossible to uproot. Yeah, let's take them out. We're gonna, we need to stop them. Because I just can't have them stop, like, causing issues at, like, every step. So, let's placate them. No, I don't care about that. Divert the followers' supplies. So we lose... Oh, we actually steal some of their support equipment. Raid their supplies. Support equipment. Seize a follower's fort. Oh, we get an outpost and a civ. Yep, we're going to do that, and that. Yeah, I don't care about improving my stuff with them. I'm just gonna... Let's make them angry. Let's get them to leave. We don't want you in these parts. Okay, so we're gonna be going to war. I might try to take some of these. None of these give me, like, great bonuses, though, is a thing. That's Council of the Navy. Council of the Air Force. Do we even have... I don't think I took any of the decisions to get vertibirds, did I? I did not. Yeah, we don't have any vertibirds. I think we could still get some more through the other options, but I'm not sure. Do our spies ever get caught? 'Cause we can extract them, which that's what I'm wondering. Like, do we ever lose spies? Okay, so we have that now. I need to call in favors. Oh, we could also crack the code. I don't know if that... I need to take bears can't fly also. So let's call in favors real quick. So what is it at? So it's currently 20, it says. So some suspicion will be lost. So is it not as high as I think it is with it saying 45? That's what I'm wondering, because I feel like it's high. Let's try to go bears can't fly just in case while I'm going to war here. So annex, we're gonna go to war here. Now, does that increase this? Okay, it doesn't. I wasn't sure if it did. Yeah, I would say we should be able to run through these guys. Just a bunch of raiders. Dude, my power armor groups are just outrunning my other guys. Baja joins the NCR. Dude, the NCR is gaining a lot of territory and incorporating a lot of groups. Oh my god, yeah, I did not realize it was the Baja States. So they're just in a faction with them, which should help them when they fight the Caesar's Legion. And it looks like the, God, I can't remember, Lanius cohort, which is under Caesar, is also doing some stuff. Marino returns. Orion Marino is a soldier that used to serve in the Enclave until the destruction of Navarro. Like many others, he fled south into the NCR. A loyal soldier, he has never given up on the Enclave dream of a restored America. When rumors of the Enclave reached him, Orion packed his bag to rejoin his lost comrade in arms. I recognize him. I recognize the suit, but I don't know where, like, which game and stuff I recognize him from. Or, like, where I technically recognize him from, like, in it. So we also can go to war against the Jackals once we finish this. Okay, we finished internal databases. So we have, like, what? Core assembly? What does this do? Not as much as I thought it would. Sensors. Also not as much, but 2% initiative. So I'm wondering if the flat initiative is better than percentage-based initiative. Because I know sometimes flat stats is better than percentage stats, depending on how much stats you actually have. You know, stats. Big stats. So they're starting to get congested here on this left side. I'm going to try to kind of hit this, or I could actually, no, let's cut this off. Because if we can cut that off, these guys will lose all supply from the capital.
Why isn't your video feed working?
There we go. Yes. So these guys are now fully cut off from their capital supplies. Oh, can we not take bears? Oh, we need the American Dream first. Ah, okay. We have to complete the mutant question. Oh, no, I don't want to do the mutant question right now. Oh, okay, let's do it. Oh, dude. I was kind of hoping to be able to leave that for the future to get some of your guys' input on that, honestly.
Enclave here.
The followers rejected. We did well. Replace followers spreading with followers the apocalypse rejected, which effective change, we get mobilization speed, we lose some stability, we gain war support, lose some research. That's fine.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Okay, that should be them falling once that capital falls, I believe. Yep. Nice. Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Enclave
Okay,
here.
so now let's go for the Vipers up here. Go posture on their border. Okay, now we probably have a lot of time. Oh, we actually didn't get a city from this? Are these just all like small, not even like settlements, I guess? Okay. Human rights theory, the mutant question. The enclaves of old barely recognized the mutant denizens of the wasteland as human. Many among us still don't. Desiring clear lines to be drawn between purebred human and wastelander mutants. The official stance of our government towards our mutated subjects. I also forgot that I need to do some more of the scavenging program. That should have finished when we got it. The official stance of our government towards our mutated subjects must be clear to those within and without the enclave. Of course, we must take into account the fact that we promised our constituents that we had no intention of integrating the mutants into our ranks. Breaking this promise will not go unanswered. So focus segregation, which we lose 10% legitimacy. Gain some elite stuff, but we can easily get rid of that. It's separate but peaceful. 25% recruitable population we lose. Civilian power grid production minus 30%. But we fight not to enslave, but to set a country free. Man. I'm afraid that's going to cause us so much issues down the line, too. But the technology. The technology. Let me see something. Do we have... Because I know there's this up here with the doctor's vaults. Okay, this just talks about the consequences of those vaults. What about if we take that vault that's there? No, I'm not actually seeing anything about the vault over there. Jesus. God, dude. I feel like we'd be so much stronger going segregation. We wouldn't have as much manpower, but we would have the technology. It's all about the technology. Increase government, restoring Area 51, the man from Cedar. Okay, yeah. So we don't have any options technically about the vault when we take it. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Because honestly, I'm probably going to be rejecting a lot of these guys anyway through this. I wouldn't be able to, actually. I wouldn't be able... No, that's American We Stand. Lost control, common enemy. Is there any way for me to gain as much legitimacy then? Like, to build it up? Because that's the one thing that I'm kind of scared about. Oh, reduces the reliance of legitimacy by 33%. Ooh, okay. We're gonna stick by our other thing there. We're gonna get hit hard by this, but segregation is, boys. Ah, yeah. Man, that, God, I'm sad that I did that, honestly. But at the same time, I did make that promise earlier on. And being like a technocrat myself, I would say I want it. So we're going to take the American dream. What's the difference between home is Nevada and that? So we lose like wounded eagles, remove enclave remnants. Promise is broken. Promise is kept. So, okay, so this is rebuilding the nation. Okay, yeah. The Lux decision rebuild. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. The American dream. Let's get it. Let's do it. We're here. Okay, we're back. I had to pause because that music that was playing, the last time this happened, when the whole Canadian War happened, I didn't pause in time, and that section did get copyrighted in the last video, so I had to, like, mute it. I had to let YouTube mute that section. But segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. George Wallace. What geeks me out about this whole, like, segregation thing, there probably isn't that many people from pre-war at this point. Like, I get that there's vaults and stuff, but a lot of the vaults, like, a lot of people died. Like, they're empty vaults now. And it's like, there's not that many even Enclave. Like, there's probably millions of mutant people. Like, they could just take over. Like, that's the funny thing. They could just fight you. It's like, there's so many more of them.
Everything's always tighter out here at Enclave.
Wait, we're gonna add 3 more of these bad boys. Let these guys get some organization stocked up before we actually do this attack. Yeah, it's too low to advance. We have to wait for their org. Okay, so there's some basic infrastructure out here. Not a lot, though. So I should kind of help them a little bit. Okay, so some of them have gotten some org. Not all of them, though. I feel like these guys could just literally walk in and take that, though. Okay, let's do that. Shut down Naval the Fallen broadcasts. What is this? I'm confused. Shut down Naval the Fallen broadcast. Why is there a naval facility in the middle of the desert? Whatever the reason, there's been broadcasting from it the same songs from the same artists as far back as anyone can remember. There's obvious benefits to restoring this place, but let's be honest here. You could only hear about the highway to the danger zone so many times before you want to get off. Okay, that's hilarious. 200k capsule? Like, what? Like, what do you get from this? Oh, effects when removed. Manpower gets event. The defenses are online. And we get 2 air bases. Research bonus for air technology. We'll do it. I want to know what that is. But that's hilarious, though. I like that a lot. Let's grab... Let me see what I have down here, actually, for some of this research. Got like 500-something days on that. Huh. Yeah, we did get the trained mongrels from the other thing there. We did the high pressure here. We're currently using the M249, so I might go into one of these. So we have low caliber ammunition, which gets us more soft attack, less hard attack, less piercing. Or high caliber ammunition, which gets us more piercing, soft attack, and hard attack. Ah, man. And then we had the 50 over here, which should in of itself have some hard attack in it, but we might, with the M249, we might just go straight up into just light attack, honestly. Just full on, just get this light attack in. We'll go with that, yeah. Okay.
Everything's always tighter out here.
Run right in there, boys.
That's a no one. Enclave here. Enclave here.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, what other victory points do these guys have? Like, we just kind of like walked in and just stole that from them. Just right out from under them. Okay, actually, how much power armor do we have now? We have 163. Okay, what are we looking at next after the American Dream? We have... God, where is it? Break the Tribe, which... Modak County. Where's Modak at? Modak's up here. Which this would actually help us because it would open up our line with the den for when we attack the den. So we'll probably go Modak next, actually. Yeah, we'll go at Breaking the Tribes. But what comes after that? Because I saw that it has this. So we can establish tributaries. That's cool. Or Civilization by Force is now a core. Ooh. We'll probably go coring them. Oh, wait, these are two. Wait, this isn't a one or the other option. What am I thinking right now? I'm like, oh, hey, which one do I go? It's like, oh, wait, I can have both. I can have the best of both worlds here. What's that going to cost me? Circuitry. Okay, yes, we need some circuitry too. We actually got a lot of guns getting stocked up here. So we're going to be putting in more fire teams. I'll put in some more factories there for fire teams. Mobile assault weaponry. So this gives vehicle soft attack and hard attack. It enables motorized and motorized fire teams and motorized demolitions, which is cool. I like that a lot. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, so we got some more factories up. I probably should build out the infrastructure a little bit, especially in areas where we can get some circuitry, actually. Oh, we actually get... Yeah, we're doing this one because of the advanced stuff there, too. Oh, okay, that was quick. Perfect. I say quick, but that's actually more delayed than anything. Let's put another factory into support equipment.
Who the hell is this? The president?
Looking nice. So that's going to take a while to actually go through. We also have this here. We can actually do design an advanced components plant prototype. For 120 days, we kind of get hit there, but we get untested advanced plant factory. So I'm guessing we can make our own advanced components with that. Oh, Jesus. Is that because we've been fighting wars a lot here lately? Okay, I need to call in the extra stuff here. Oh, what is this? Facilities in the way of the Wasteland. So, Gavin, would you care to hear a little bit about our magnesia? Oh, it's a mine. So agriculture and foundry bonuses, 2 building slots, and 6. I think that's circuitry. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hear about it. I want to hear about it. Down Mexico Way, remains of Phoenix. Oh, not Phoenix. A sergeant approaches the president with a look of urgency upon his face. He salutes him and says to the president, "Mr. President, there's been a report of an Enclave soldier mass killing everyone around him, fellow Enclave personnel included. He's a Corporal Raymond Miller, and it says on his file that he was a part of Project Phoenix, which was where a bunch of our soldiers had multiple cybernetic implants put into them. Details of that project isn't important right now. However, what is important is results from it. An unforeseen side effect of Project Phoenix is the most of the soldiers in it had intense psychiatric trauma from it. Nonetheless, sir, he has been proven to be an excellent asset on the field. We have 2 ways we could deal with this, sir. On one hand, we can try to subdue him and rehabilitate him into a state where he can go back onto the field without killing fellow men. On the other hand, we could put an end to his nightmares and troubles for ourselves. It's your call, sir. Let's get this man, let's help this man get his mind back. So we lose more manpower, so I'm guessing he's taking people out. Time to end his nightmares. Take him down, Legolas. I feel like this is going to cause, like, if we keep him alive, he's going to freak out again in the future, right? Like, I feel like that's the case. Just take him out. Down Mexico Way. President Douglas Grant before the Great Wars America's Reconstruction Forces in Mexico operated under the aid of a powerful AI known as Talok. Although sadly the AI has never accepted or claimed to be the legitimate U.S. authority, doubtless due to a programming error, Talok has lately broadcasted signals suggesting he is malfunctioning. Perhaps we should explore this. One tool that would be invaluable is understanding just how Talok's robots keep going without running out of fuel immediately. So is Talok not federal property? So add Talok energy programs to grants power armor. Ooh. The Enclave will send an expedition to recover data and resources from Mexico, but the results may be unpleasant. Gets event the heart of the storm. Let sleeping gods lie. Is it this? Oh, yes, it is this. Jesus. Threat. Huh. God from the machine. It has memory loss and stuff. Let's do it. I want to see what this leads to. Is Talok not federal property? Oh, this is about to be bad, man. Am I about to release Skynet? I feel like Skynet's about to come out now. Okay, let's see how much. Okay, let's get some more civs. And then we'll get some. Actually, let me build in areas with better infrastructure so we can get these built a little bit faster. But at the same time, I don't want it to really be directly on the border of the NCR because I'm a little afraid of losing everything. But I feel like if we lose all of this anyway, we're probably done for. We're probably donezo by that point. But I do want some like back end mills. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Like it did say the words are hard. Oh, here we go. So it's this? No, that's a different thing. I'm not seeing any options for that. I guess it just happens. I guess we have to wait. Oh, I keep forgetting. We need to look at this. Okay, so now we can actually do stuff with this. Let's do prospectors. Oh, I didn't raise it. No. Okay, let's raise this up and we'll send out some. Oh, these guys are already underway. Crap. Okay. I guess we'll have to wait then until that's done and then we could raise that up more. Because I think that's one of the ways you can get like better technologies and stuff too. Oop. Okay, what do we have here? This is the last one. So planning speed. Ooh, Orgaloss when moving is kind of nice. The little bit of reconnaissance is nice, and intelligence gained from combat can be good. But we're dead on 50, and I do want to spend some of that to upgrade some of our guys. Actually, this reminds me, since we have the better stuff.
Why isn't your video feed working?
God, these guys actually kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie.
Enclave main com.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change these two over to. Let me do this. Template. Oh, can I not copy and paste it? I'm kind of sad now. Okay.
Enclave here.
Okay, change you to PA. Oh, wait, no, they kept their name. Oh, I thought it would change their name, too.
This is Enclave main com.
So this is Navarro Veterans. I guess I'm just dumb. Yeah, I thought, for some reason in my brain, I thought it would change their names, but I guess because it's custom, it doesn't. Total weight of divisions. Oh, for boats. Oh, yeah. The Enclave Relay Station Zeta declared war on Luminous 1. So if we lose Zeta, do we lose the extra bonuses we get from them, like if they get taken out? Okay, the American Dream. Our flag is still here. The Enclave Dream has always been to restore America to its rightful shores. From sea to shining sea, it is what drove the Enclave on through those dark early years after the Great War. It's what kept their drive going for over a century. and it's what was the spark that returned them to the shores of California when they began their return. That light was thought dead in decades since the destruction of the rig. Many proud Americans were hunted down like rabid dogs, shot dead in the streets, but no longer. President Douglas Grant today announced that the Enclave dream of returning the Stars and Stripes to the shores of America will begin in earnest, that steps would be taken to infiltrate and lay the groundwork for America's return. All he asked for was time. Time to ready, time to prepare, that one day soon this new world will see the return of the United States, and that nothing, not even a tribal, was going to stop them this time. Over this land of the free, may our banner forever wave. I'll take that stability just to max out our... oh, that didn't even max out our stability. Okay, I need to take... wait, did we just get a bunch of oh my god. I was not expecting our tree to expand as much as it has. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's been a lot of work put into this mod. Oh my god. That is nuts. That is absolutely crazy, dude. I was, like I said, I was not expecting all of this. Oh, we can take the Sierra Madre stuff too. But I need to call in favors. It still says currently 20. I am so confused by that. Because this says 80 right here. Is that just a cost? Is that the cost of what it is? I think that's what it is. Well, let's take this so it's cheaper in the future. It will lose like 5 on it, but that's fine. I just want to get that low. Oh. Okay. I had to pause again real quick because, you know, music, copyright stuff. An American dream. I was born an American. I will live an American. I shall die an American. Daniel Webster. Time will tell if America is back. We're back, baby. Okay. Oh, hey, look, it's Orion. So we can get some of that there. I really wanted just to stack some more bonuses, but there's really not a lot of bonuses. Vault City Guards. Dang, okay, we could actually get a decent amount from that. So I don't think I could take the Fools and the Dreamers then, right? Since I didn't go the other route. Because what is that? That's Outsider and Americans one and all. Outsiders and Americans one and all. Nope, that's right here. Outsiders and Americans. Yeah, there's Americans one and all. And then Outsiders. I don't see that. Okay, but yeah, that's what it looks like. We can actually... So that's actually not bad, honestly. That's still really good. It's not, you know, on the same level as the Fools and the Dreamers, but I feel like with the addition of the tech that we're going to be getting, it's going to be great. Dang, okay, Enclave members only. Which I guess I can't do that then. Oh, Brotherhood volunteers, that's kind of cool too. Okay, let's do Outsider volunteers so we can get rid of all that debuffs, I guess. Oh, here goes Chief of Staffs, the Pentagon. Oh, so we have this too now. So all hands to bear. Which I'm probably going to keep the political indoctrination right now. Just because the other things we do is going to keep bringing up the elites' strength within our government. But we can just shut it down pretty easily. With that. So we're going to do shaft mining now. We're going to try to raise our efficiency a little bit because we are gaining more territory and gaining more stiff because of it. Oh, here we go. Broken Hills Uranium Mine. Ooh, power, and I guess that's scrap? Yeah, yes, please. The Mutant of the Mine. When troops and engineers arrived at Broken Hills, they were fully expecting it to be abandoned, as it had been for nearly 40 years. However, when they arrived at the... oh, it's the mole miners! And they arrived at the site of the old mine shaft, it was everyone's surprise that a lone super mutant was still occupying the mine, sitting at the entrance. Oh, maybe it's not a mole miner. I'm guessing it is a super mutant. He looks like a mole miner in that picture. The super mutant was an earlier generation who went by the name of Tim and was willing enough to talk to the leader of the expedition. Apparently, he had made the mine his home after it was abandoned many years ago. He used the old smeltery as his dwelling and used a personal filtration system to grow mushrooms in the mine shaft, which he claims benefit from the toxic gases. However, when the expedition leader suggested the super mutant was going to have to vacate, the conversation turned sour. He told them this was his home, asked the expedition to leave, warned them not to follow him, and disappeared into the depths of the mine. While Tim seemed peaceful for the most part, he was reported as being armed by the squad who encountered him. If he was serious about the warning, as they say he was, it could be very, very costly to remove him by force, especially if he knows the mine better than we do. Nobody told the Enclave what to do, so we lose 110 manpower. We could send in combat troops to remove him, but the toxic gases are poorly interfering with our power armor system. It would have to be done by infantry. Oh my god, okay. As that mutant just like rips apart our infantry, like just barehandedly. God. Oh, did that just force me into that? It did. A lot more than just steam trucks. Oh, the troll warren. That sucks. I can't even go back to it. Aw. We lose that point plus 0.15. Man. I guess at least we don't get hit by the training time now, but still. That was kind of like really helping me to gain a lot of power still. Okay, I do need to spend some of this PP though. Ooh, that can get us some more daily gain though. What is it? Land doctrine, research speed, army experience gain. Okay, that's just normal 3% research speed. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Military theorist, that get us some stuff. We haven't gone with any design stuff, which this could help us a lot too. Research speed into ballistics, production. We have a decent amount of guns right now. Produce, I don't think we really need a lot to mess with that decent amount. Ballistic weapon research. Ooh, plus 10% soft attack on our normal ballistic weapons is kind of nice. Actually, is there anything for power armor? Robots. We don't really have much for robot, which really sucks. Ooh, okay. That gives us civ, military, and dockyard, which we don't have anything for dockyard yet. Support equipment, monthly population plus 15%. That could help us a lot too. I think we can get a decent amount of these, right? No, that's not specialized. These are corporate contracts. So we can get a decent amount of these if we have the cap or the PP. I said the caps. Let's go with the entertainment company because this will help us with PP a little bit. And then take that kind of early. Let me look at specialized government stuff. So this is for these. Ooh, research speed's up for power armor. Power armor gets a bonus. We lose some recruitable population though. Production cost for power armor's lowered. As for tanks, motorized, car manufacturers, we're going to take quality PA team. What are government reforms? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's, ooh, does anything help me with my indoctrination of my people? Does not look to be the case. Okay, let's go. Medical company? Just for the, yeah, we'll take medical company for that population boost. And then we'll start saving up some more PP. And then research. Ooh, that's cost quite a lot, honestly, there. Now what is this? This is for logistics too. Wait, the logistics companies gives us initiative? Ooh, okay. That's not bad. And then maintenance company gives us an extra attack on forts and urban and stuff. So they pretty much combined some of the previous support squads I see. Ooh, we could go for howitzer too. I'm guessing this is like a railway howitzer, or does it use the road? I'm assuming the road over railways. Because I do have like some of the old road stuff. Let's go with logistics. Because I am using up support stuff. Or like support equipment I'm making, so we could use that. Okay, so we're about done with call-in favors. Oh god, the heart of the storm. Good news, everyone! The back door our troops found was still active, and they were able to access ChicoNet. We have already gained invaluable data and are stealing some of the treasures of Mexico. But one of our scientists believes he can subvert Talco and make him recognize we are the true American government. With the powers of Talco, we could rebuild America and Mexico too eventually. So proceed with Operation... So that just gives us 2 research bonuses for robotics. Proceed with Operation Sam Houston. Add technology, sophisticated robots tech. And 4 if it... Ooh, okay, yeah, we're going to go with that. Murder most foul. Across Mexico, Talc Station fell silent. The Enclave scientists... Oh, this is bad. Outside Taco's lair kicked the terminal, but to no avail. Silence, and then across the airwaves, a question. What did you do? Oh, God. Wait, who are you again? Oh, dude, we just... Oh my God. You have killed my father and your protector. All that you have ever done is fight and bicker in the mud. In 100, in 1,000 years, you will not be fit for liberty. Despotism is your proper government, and servitude your proper lot. But fear not, my fellow Mexicans, there is no reason your new master cannot be a wise, virtuous one. Across Talc's domain, the robots advanced. Santa Anna's eyes stared vacantly as they advanced, as they were to stare at every atrocity to follow. Blame the brother to steal. Oh my God. Santa Anna. Oh man, what did we do? What did we do? We released Skynet. Now, do they hate me or something? They kind of hate me, yeah. Ooh. Advanced power management. Oh, so that's how they're able to control all of their robots. Man, okay. Republic of the Rio Grande. You know what? There's so many people between them and us, especially like the Legion and stuff. I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. Okay, so we finished call-in favors. How is that looking now when I go down there? It's only at 60. It's only at 60. Okay, that lowered it to 29. Okay. We might have to bribe them. I don't like the idea of, like, that being as high as it was. Okay, national focus. Okay, I need to take this before they get it, but bears can't fly. Or bears without wings, not bears can't fly. Before they actually take their actual other stuff. But I wanna fight this next battle. Oh, they actually repaid their loan. Thank God, dude. Oh my God, they didn't default on their loan, man. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, it's so great. That's New Reno. Oh, that's what I was looking for, New Reno, yeah. Okay, demand tribute. We will not be pushed around. That's from the 80s. Who's the 80s? Oh, they're over here. Dude, they have a decent amount of area. Do you guys want to come fight me? Because I come over there and fight you. I'm about it. Let me come say hello. Ooh, PA Stealth Boys. 20% breakthrough. Oh my God, I might spend that 35 just to get that quicker. That is crazy. So that's just unlocks enforcers, yeah. So I don't think our normal troops use this, right? I don't think so. No. I think they just use guns. Wait, we have field... I didn't see field hospitals in there, though. Or is that something new that we just got through whatever? And medical support units. Let me look at these real quick. So these are all like some of the rare technologies that we have. So I guess that's something that we can get from those. Lessons of Phoenix. Oh, if I could have kept Phoenix alive, is that what this turns into? Instead of killing him? I'm kind of sad then. Should I have like rehabilitated the man? Did I make Boom Boom? So this is civilized tech. I like the idea of civilized tech. It's kind of funny. I need to take air-based stuff before things do start going awry. Oh, our person died. Our person died. They got. That was in the NCR territory. We lost our person. Okay, I need to train up some more people. Dang, okay. How much... Oh my god, do we have so much manpower? Oh, yes, I can have like it's just a secondary force just ready to go. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. That is great. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Our current power armor groups... How does what do the prodigal sons look like? Okay, you guys actually look great. I'm gonna leave you guys alone. We have granite defense. You guys look great. I'm gonna leave you guys alone. You guys get left alone. What Dornan's Rangers? You guys get left alone. Okay, as long as these are like, yeah, okay, and then the rest of my change. Good. So bears can't fly. We finished that. God, I kind of want to support Hayes, but I need to continue our war because this episode's already like an hour 45 minutes long. We're just going to continue our wars here. We're putting off controlling the NCR as long as possible. Oh, they finally took these guys out. The Rapids. Dude, they're like down to like their last 2 areas. Jesus. So we might be seeing some issues between the NCR and Caesar's Legion coming in the future. Oh, it's the mine. Time to become a magnesium-based light. Wait, what? What? Wait, Gabe's magnesium mine. Not magnesium, magnesia. That's magnesium oxide. Did you know that MgO has practical applications in a vast number of industries that include agriculture, chemical, construction, environmental, and mostly notably, refractory industries? It can be used as fertilizer and in animal feed, in wastewater treatment, and in groundwater remediation, for fireproofing and cement production, as insulation and electrical cable, and most commonly is used in lining furnaces. Jesus, kilns and reactors for its chemical stability at high temperatures. It can even be used in the medical field for heartburn relief, among other treatments. Fascinating as all this may be, what's more fascinating is that the United States' one and only domestic producer of magnesia ore is right here in our very own backyard in Gabe's, Nevada. The raiders and tribes which have squatted on it over the years have never had any use for the mine, but the raiders and tribes were never attempting to restart an organized industrial or agricultural capacity either. The mine has been put back to work, putting Gabe's back on the map and producing magnesia for us to restart America's great smelteries and more. Time to become a magnesium-based life form. Okay, that's actually great. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go for tire profile. The Scavenger's Triumph. In return, or in the ruins of an ancient factory, our scavengers found pre-war goods. A caravan of trucks is bringing the expedition's plunder back to New Reno. This is a great triumph for us. So, what do we get? Oh, we got 20 motorized vehicles and 50% research bonus for special force. Or no, we got those back. So we got a research bonus for special forces technology. Dang, I accidentally messed that up because I didn't increase this like I wanted to. Oh, okay, so we have to wait on our prospectors to finish returning. That's cool, though. I like that a lot. Oh, what is this? Ooh, okay. Ormat Campbell, not a place, but a thing. Small as it may be, we can hardly turn down a new source of renewable energy. So it gets the Ornate Campbell geothermal plant. Ooh, okay. So we get some water and some power, and we add a power station. Let's do it. I'm about it. I need to take an area that has another city. Because currently our only really, like, city is New Reno. Because none of these are considered cities. Oh, actually, wait, no. We have Guardian Citadel over here? Oh, this is capped out, though. I don't think this can get any higher, I guess. Or is it not our node? Okay, I don't think it's ours. Where is Guardian Citadel then? Oh, it's here. So this is the city for all of this area. I see. Okay. So we have to take out the Guardians before we can get this city. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna go for the den after this, so we'll start the research on the den, or the national focus on the den. Let's take out Modoc.
This is Enclave.
I want you just to walk there and just walk into that because the power armor's super fast. Ah, they do have guys there. These guys are putting up a better fight than other people have so far. They actually got a special forces unit too, funny enough. But yeah, we're such a better force. Wait, who? Is that another tribe? I did not realize they had allies here. Whoops. Well, I mean, hey, that works for me. Exploration of technology. The heads of Van Graffs have asked us to sponsor a scavenging party into a ruined research facility nearby. They think there's a large trove of old world equipment that could allow them to develop new processes and maintain an edge on the market. In return for sponsorship, they will share the knowledge gained with us. Though there's a chance our party is deterred, or worse, by facing defenses, our current equipment should be up to the challenge. Find a leader for the party. We have no means to spare. So let's see. 250 manpower, 50k. Ah, that's not that bad. Pandora's box scares me, though. Oh my god, I don't like the sound of Pandora's box. We're gonna do it, though. I like taking these risks. I love taking risks in, like, just Fallout in general. Of things like that, because that is... the idea of what could happen gets me. It rustles my jimmies. Okay, we're gonna send 3 power armor units into Ghost Farm, their capital, to try to take that quickly. To shut them down. And then I want you guys to just kind of cut that off, honestly.
Everything's always tighter out here at Enclave.
Okay, let's go with the engine here. Yeah, okay, they finally defeated the Rapids in war. So we have this salvage tank here. I'm gonna start producing some of these. Oh, this actually isn't as expensive as I thought it was. Like, resources-wise. No, let's just do 5. Power armor is gonna be an issue for a little bit. So let's just do... okay. Because we're gonna definitely take the Sierra Depot and stuff later. Okay, so that's done. And then let's go with... we'll preemptively get the Yakuza, too. What is that dinner bell I'm hearing? That's the second time I've heard a dinner bell. I'm so confused. Okay, let's, wait, oh, we can upgrade this? Wait, what? This can go higher? I did not know we could make this better. Dude, that's a lot of, like, manpower, infantry, and motorized, but I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. That's actually cool. I did not know you could go higher than the 3. Dude, these guys are putting up such a better fight, and these are just tribals. Never mind, they died. But they were, dude. They're actually putting up a strong fight than everybody else.
This is Enclave.
Okay. We're gonna hit the den next. What's our... oh, it's back up. Oh, no, it says currently 5. I think that's just the price. I think is it the time I'm looking at? I think it's the time that I'm looking at as the price. Yeah, I think that is, yeah. Okay, once you guys get set up, I'm gonna let you plan for a second. Baseball. The president decided to revive a pre-war game to boost patriotism and has gone on the radio with a new speech. We've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is uniquely, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Now ask yourself, what if Nevada's gamblers could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from California or Oregon? Put your faith in the Enclave, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again. Okay, play ball. We gain some legitimacy. Yeah, let's do that. We lose some war support, but I'm all about gaining that little bit of legitimacy, especially because the route that I'm taking isn't great legitimacy-wise. Oh, the Battle of Hoover Dam. Oh, okay. Scribes, paladins, knights, relics of a past and a future. Against them stands the Legion, who will act like a bull in China, shop through all the Brotherhood values. If they get their way, who will win? Okay, so this is when the Brotherhood, I guess, owned Hoover Dam? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so does Hoover Dam have its own... Wait. Like, power-producing stuff? I guess, dude, they produce a lot of power, and I guess they produce a lot of water. That is actually cool, and there's only 2 turbines spinning. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so we finished Drive Out the Yakuza. Trying to think of what I want to take now. So what does support Babylon do? Because I know if we support her, we can annex them. If we support Babylon, I guess this changes their stuff. Is this like if we fight them? I can force them into a civil war. Ah, okay. So if I put Hayes into power, let's do. But I also want to do the Sierra Madre stuff because I need the resources so I can start making my XO1 armor easier. Because let's see, we have to go here, and then no, here. So we have to go this, this, this. I might just do that next episode. Because this episode I'm kind of wanting to, like I said, usurp the areas around me and take them out. Which is pretty much all of this, except for the bear. I'm not sending for the bear at the moment. Oh, wait, no. I don't think that does... Oh, okay, so I don't think that... Okay, I don't think that we don't go to war against them there. Okay. And then we could take out Vault City. We can annex them. Now, does that cause us issues with Welcome Vault City citizens? I'm not 100% sure. I might wait on Vault City stuff. I might take out the rest of the people around me and then do that later. I am, however, going to support Hayes real quick. And we'll go that route real quick while we go after the den here. I'm going to go after the den now. Declare war.
Enclave here.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
I want to breach this right side because there's not really much going on the right side here. Okay, now attack on all fronts. Once we really start fighting like actual military forces, that's when we're going to start having issues. But at the moment, we're fighting raiders and gangsters, so it's not that much of an issue right now. Okay, let's go with this. Wait, strike the city from the other side. Yeah, everybody attack together. We need to take the den. Good sir, can I just get you to push for Doris? Okay, perfect. We got the den. Yeah, it goes to Doris now. Okay, so we have support Hayes. So, New California Republic has more than 80% support for the Old World Party. Okay, so they need more support, but I'm guessing with doing this, it gives us options. Let's get the core on there. Oh, it's a geothermal plant. Ormate Campbell isn't exactly a place, as our scout charts would indicate. It's a thing, a pre-war geothermal plant, in fact. This particular plant, built in Grass Valley, was a precursor to several other geothermal plants that were built across the West Coast during the Resource Wars. Although this one is far more intact than the others are, well, dang. Not gonna lie, yeah. That is everything, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, okay, I can still read it. Intact than the others are. The raiders, tribes that lived here had no idea what they were sitting on. Of course, the plant became their outpost, and they used the geothermal vents to keep warm. And in the cold Nevada nights, with the plant now back in our hands, we can return it to its full potential and then some. Changes the name of Serpent's Cradle to Gabs. That's cool. Or Gabe's.
Enclave main com.
Okay, the last one we have on our agenda right now is the Yakuza. The only thing I don't like about the Yakuza, we're increasing our like front line with the NCR like crazy. That's one thing that kind of scares me with that. Oh, dude. Yeah, we've been relying on power armor a lot, and that is gonna hurt us a lot. Let's start making a lot of scavenge tanks. I know we need some more circuitry also. There's the pitch. The new Reno Sergeants played off today against the Vault City Dwellers in Courtyard today, making the first baseball game broadcast over radio in centuries. The match came about as stability and travel in the northern Sierra Wasteland, allowing the Sergeants and the Dwellers to play. The game went for 9 innings before the Sergeants bet everything on a rookie player with 3 bases loaded, with the rookie Casey scoring a home run that saw the Sergeants clinch victory in a close match. The broadcast game was listened to by thousands across California and into Oregon. Rumors abound about mystery military-style officers in black hanging around. Oh my God. It stands as field conspiracy theories that the stability in Nevada was brought about by a third party, with fringe reports claiming them to be of Enclave origin. Mainstream officials dismisses these claims, saying that the Enclave died in Navarro, citing lack of evidence on the West Coast. NCR suspicion goes up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Yes, support the Old World Party. Send out spies again, I guess. I guess it removes our spies for some reason. That's almost done too. That's great. Okay. Let me unpause so that way all our guys can get together and get organized and ready to go. Ooh, the Ghosts of Ghost Farms. So it gives us 25 water, which is kind of but it doesn't cost us anything to do those things, so that's kind of nice. Agent, oh my God, my agent captured. Crap. I gotta stop honestly putting them in the NCR territory for no reason. I'm bad about that right now. Broken Hills Mine. The mine at Broken Hills was, for a time, a boom town of the Wasteland and a fascinating study of relationship. Crap, I should have read that. I was reading this and then that came up and I was like, but that was this. We turned that there. Oh, okay, so this was one or the other. Dang, so I was actually originally right, but I would rather have that as cores than just having a few more extra units. I feel like that's just a better option. Honestly, I want to see Contact the Remnants does. Okay.
Enclave here.
Let me get you guys kind of set up here to attack. Oh God, it's like this. I hate these mountainous ones. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. The mine at Broken Hills was for a time. Oh yeah, I already read that. Reportedly founded by a super mutant and the Brotherhood of Steel Knight. After the fall of the Master, the mine here was one of the main sources of uranium for Vault City and Gecko in post-war period. The town's super mutant population, made up of remnants of the Master's army, would work the mine due to high levels of radiation. The uranium and gold they quarried would then be sold to the local human traders to be distributed across the wasteland. Eventually, the mines were deemed to be empty. Go away. To be empty, and the town was abandoned. Once more, however, we know better. Now that we have access to the mine, we can use far more advanced mining techniques than were available to the super mutants to restart the mine and begin extracting precious minerals once more. Interestingly, the toxic gases which fill the mine have a magnificently unique chemical makeup, strikingly similar to the chemicals used to keep people alive through the cryonic suspension process. While the effects on the body may be detrimental, theoretically, someone could be kept alive in these mines by the gases alone for hundreds of years. Get out your card decks and backgammon boards. Broken Hills is back. Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay, let's hit this. Our supplies does kind of suck. Because I noticed we didn't really have good supplies throughout there. Scavenger's Triumph. Ah, they only got electronics. I'm a little sad. I'm hoping the more we up that, like the more and more they can get. I'm gonna be making some tanks at some point also. Okay, let's get these 10 out here. Shifting alliances. Gente del Sol has joined the Rio Pact. Interesting. I guess we could lower fuel usage on these.
Enclave here.
That puts them at 24. Having more of them, though, isn't always a good thing. But what I could try to do is I could take my power armor units off the front line, honestly, to help not go through all of my power armor and just use my auxiliary units. Because right now we have been eating our power armor like crazy, doing what we've been doing. Oh, dang. Okay, we got a bunch of surrounds there. Okay, finish these guys off. Ooh, the defenses are online. This is from that one place. Our recon team triggered the base's automated defense system during their sweep, but were thankfully able to deal with them with minimal damage, thanks to multiple anti-tank rifle squads deployed alongside them. They are still reporting in, but it seems they took minimal casualties, mostly from the element of surprise. Give my congratulations to the AT teams and continue operation. So for 60 days, we just lose some research. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I want you guys to push into Gawa here.
Everything's always tighter out here at Enclave.
Because they should fall after that, because that's like the last of their victory points. Yep. Perfect. Man, okay, we have now conquered a good amount of territory. Jesus. That is actually great. We'll have to go through some of our other stuff a bit later. But as it stands right now, let me look at my national focuses. We do have one or the other here, which I'm guessing this is probably a one or the other, right? So we can make it a core, which we actually, wait, we lose the factories here if we make them a core. Preserve their culture. So gets event Yakuza Honor. I don't know. What does the event do? Because it kind of sounds cool. I like the idea of Yakuza Honor, but at the same time, making it a core will help us tremendously in terms of population and stuff too. But we also lose factories and stuff by doing that. I will actually end this episode here because we are like 2 hours in. I did get my goal done that I wanted to pretty much take out the gangsters and the tribes around us to kind of build us up before doing anything with the NCR. Next episode, I know I'm going to do something with Vault City and then expand upon some of our other national focuses with our government. Since we have a lot of area now, because I can already imagine our legitimacy hit actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be. But I guess we don't own a crazy amount. Like there's still so... Wait, MacArthur's been throwing down up here, bro. Jesus. Yeah, MacArthur's been throwing down. That's actually great for me because of the Washington Brotherhood and stuff, that there's so many like strong people around the Washington Brotherhood. But yeah, I do hope you guys did enjoy. If you are new here, consider liking, subscribing, and or commenting on the video. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and just helps us grow as a whole because we are getting close to our 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. Night Ops out.